From Gatlinburg, it's the Fantasy of Lights Christmas Parade.
Well, good evening, and thanks for joining us for the 50th Fantasy of Lights Gatlinburg Christmas Parade. I'm Will Puckett, and we're glad you're here.
I'm Casey Wheelis. We're so glad you're here, and it's a wonderful night out here in Gatlinburg already. People have been setting their chairs out, lining up for days for this 50th celebration.
You can see it when you come into town. I came up through the bypass, so I came up south of town coming up, and you just see every single chair lining, and you're thinking, immediately having never been here before, what are those? And then you go, oh, those are the chairs that you hear about,
yes.
And everyone sets them out days before, and then it just immediately switches from this is a work day to no, this is celebrating Christmas in Gatlinburg.
Absolutely. It was the official kickoff to the Gatlinburg parade, and we were talking earlier about how the police and all the emergency vehicles are here to also keep everyone safe, but they get to kind of kick things off too, which I think is so fitting for just everything they do for our community.
It's so great too, because Kyle talked earlier about how you are judged, if not solely, there are a handful of things you're judged on in this parade, but
yes.
for the lights. And so who better than the police and the fire to come on with their lights and their sirens to get us ready for this? And it's so great when you talk about community that is East Tennessee. This is community. Not to keep on bringing up this conversation, but I asked the chief of police, Ronnie Barrett, this is an opportunity for you all to be out there, and this is community policing at its finest. And he said, you might be on your worst day when you meet us. This is a moment for us to meet you on a good day and for us to get to know you and your family.
Absolutely, and they do so much here to keep the people who live here safe, but think about all the tourists that come through where they're constantly making sure that everyone here is safe as well. And here comes, and this is so fun too, if you have little kids at home who are really into the fire trucks right now, this is a really fun time. And I see a lot of the kids down here, their eyes are lighting up, they're excited as these first responders come through. And it is very fitting that they just kind of kick things off. The Gatlinburg Police, Gatlinburg Fire, and a lot of them, work around the clock to make sure that this area stays safe.
Little kids, Casey, 30-year-old dudes are sitting here
you're
saying,
right, I'm sorry.
Oh, man, that's so cool. Put me on top of that fire truck, and I will roll right through here.
Oh, man.
All this stuff, and especially around Christmas time, it doesn't matter how old you are, it always takes you back to that feeling of being a kid, and this parade does that just as much.
I loved the Christmas parades growing up, and there's so many wonderful ones here in East Tennessee, and this one, to get to be a part of this one, is so incredible. You're seeing and hearing them. Oh, nice, the little jingle bells. I like that. That's awesome. They've done this before, for sure. There's some kids you can see on the different floats as well. You've got so many different fire departments here in the area as well. You've got Kodak, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and this is our first float.
That is the first float. These are the Hajaz Drifters out of Greenville, South Carolina. It's a group of Shriners, so Hottie Shriners, dedicated to supporting the Shriners Children's Hospital, and they're drifting for kids.
This is pretty cool. You see them at a lot of different parades like this, and it used to be little cars that they would kind of swing around in, and now they've kind of upgraded, you see here, to these big wheels.
Yeah, I hope he has his patch that makes him not dizzy, because I'd be about one of those and then would say, you know what, I'm no more of that. But that is so cool, and it's even more important that they're out here supporting a mission to support children, and especially children who are at Shriners Children's Hospital. That's the kind of stuff that these parades are also about, is to shine light on stuff that you don't think of every single day.
And for these guys, it's a chance for them to come out, and how cool is this for the kids to get to see this? Kind of zooming around. I remember watching them as a kid. They've been around for decades, and they all have the same mission in mind, to help kids. So no better way than to do it here at the Gatlinburg Christmas Parade.
And coming in from South Carolina, so you and I drove in separately. I saw a West Virginia license plate. I saw a New Jersey license plate, a New York license plate. I'm driving my dad's car right now. It is an Indiana license plate on it. So people coming from all over the country. What is it? More than half of the country is within a day's drive of East Tennessee.
Yeah.
You get to have this along with it, just to come in and have a good family fun. You can't say too much about this.
It just makes it a destination for so many families. We've talked about us living here in East Tennessee, so we have memories here in Gatlinburg, but so many people, they vacation here every single year and they make it a destination. So they too have memories, and it becomes tradition for a lot of these families. So these guys are really tearing it up here right outside as they start. They're getting closer to the end of the parade. They look like they've got a lot of energy left.
Probably have to burn the last of the gas that they put in those tanks. Might as well just get the last little bit out of it. But it's all spread out too so that they can have a little bit of their fun in their moment right here as they get towards the end of the parade route. But we have a sheet of notes that we are given, so it's not just coming right off the dome. That they're going to be able to, we're going to highlight every single one of these floats that we possibly can that are going to come through for you, tell you the mission, what they're supporting, and what they're trying to show off.
And what's kind of fun about these guys, too, you can see some of them, they will decorate their floats in their cars in Christmas lights because it is the Fantasy of Lights Gatlinburg Christmas parade, the 50th year that they've done this. And so we're towards the end of the parade route. And so the people that are sitting right underneath us is where you could buy those grandstand tickets. So they were $50 a piece. And that's some of the people that Kyle was talking to. And you get to have kind of like that up front view right there. And then you also got that Santa hat to go with it. And I'm like,
I'm jealous of the Santa hat.
I know.
I want to get my hands on one of those. If I have to make a donation, I'll haggle with someone if I must. But they're six. I think Kyle is wearing his. So he got his somewhere along the way.
Kyle's the governor of Sevier County.
I mean, he's Mr. Sevier County.
Yeah, be able to find us that.
Of course, Kyle's been hooked up with the good stuff.
All right, so we are on the Parkway right here at the Gatlinburg Convention Center on the top of the terrace, as they call it, and we're so grateful to them for giving us this viewpoint that we can share with you all at home. And they really are big in making sure that this parade runs the way that it does.
And it's run so smoothly right now from what I've been able to see is that there's been no arguing. You haven't even seen a single police officer who's had to say, no, they were here first. It's give and take for everyone who's here along the parade route. And so it's just so cool that, I mean, it's the Christmas time. You can't be in a bad mood when people are out around Christmas.
All right, it looks like we've got the next float coming up. We've got Tunes and Tales. It's the Simplicity Cloggers from Chilhowie, Virginia. They're under the direction of Kim Forlane. And these dancers are part of Gatlinburg's Smoky Mountain Winter Magic Tunes and Tales. So they are here also for the Tunes and Tales, and then they got to walk in the parade as well.
Do you remember when the gentleman from just over the mountains in North Carolina hit it big on the clogging scene? Do you remember? He went huge on TikTok?
Yes.
That's what these young women do, and you can. Oh, if I will be quiet, and you might be able to hear them clogging down there as they walk along.
Click. Yep, here they go.
Look at that, the coordination, and there's something soothing about the sound of clogging to me. I don't know about you.
I could listen to this.
I could simply fall asleep to this. I'll tell Cindy this isn't no longer that white noise, but it's so cool because they're in sync. They practice hours on hours on hours, and then here is their float, the beautiful lights you see in the front, and then Frosty in the back.
They make it look easy. I'll just tell you that.
They do make it look easy, and I will tell you, I would not look that graceful.
No,
This is our next float. This is the Smoky Mountain Jeep Club. It's a family-oriented factory, open-topped Jeep clubs designed for those who enjoy Jeep adventures, social activities in that safe, casual environment. They have those Jeeps. Look at, if you don't know, it's a thing with the Jeep folks. They have the
I know.
ducks.
My first car was a Jeep.
Did you have a duck?
I didn't have a duck.
Was that before the duck craze?
I think it was before the duck craze.
Did you have like the Wrangler Jeep, or did you have?
No, I had like a 1988 Jeep Wrangler.
Manual transmission?
Oh yeah, my dad taught me how to drive stick, and there's some not so great memories of that.
Impressive, yeah.
Stalling out at the top of the hill is not something you want to do.
Oh, I remember. I would avoid a hill in my hometown specifically because my first car was a manual transmission, and my mom was like, "Why wouldn't you take the Mill Hill?" And I go, "Am I going to be embarrassed next to this stick driving queen? No, I'm not. I'm going to go up First Avenue and go around to where there aren't as many hills." But look, if you own a Jeep, you know what it's like to be a part of the Jeep Club. But you have so much room on a Jeep to be able to do this. This is
fun.
Awesome.
I know, and they really go out every single year. They go out and they will deck their cars out with lights, and they will have. See, I think that's a corgi on top of that one, a light up corgi, and got many.
That's close to your heart.
It is close to my heart. Yeah, I'm a corgi owner. You got Mickey and Minnie.
The Grinch on top too.
Look at that, and so this.
And Max, his friend.
dog.
The Grinch and Max the dog?
You know, what better place to drive a Jeep than through the Smoky Mountains? This is our Grand Marshal here coming through, who we spoke to just a little bit ago. This is Hunter Hayes. He's a Grammy-nominated, multi-instrument, multi-platinum selling artist. He's getting ready to go on tour here, his 2026 tour. He was so fun to talk to.
He really was fun, and when we get to know people before, we're like, hey, how do you want? I asked Digger and Mark how they wanted to be how they wanted to be introduced.
Yeah.
And you go, country music star, and he was like, nah, just music artist. I get in trouble when you try and pin me down to one
he
genre.
was like singer-songwriter.
Yeah, he was just like,
I was ready to go all out.
Yeah, you're ready. I want to. He just goes, no, I just like to sing, and so he was so cool and down to earth, and getting to know him. And like we said earlier, that when we were in his interview, his family comes to town this time of year, and then he goes, I just didn't add 2 and 2 that it's the same time that the parade is.
Right, he said he was here last year for this weekend, and then also his girlfriend's from the area, so he's very familiar with Knoxville and Gatlinburg and East Tennessee, and so he was funny because you asked him if Die Hard was a Christmas movie, and he said that he wasn't going to answer right until the end because he didn't want people to throw things at him.
Yeah, he wanted to basically say, look, I don't want to get in trouble. I want everybody to like me, so if you're a Die Hard fan, so I'm just going to play the middle right here. This is the Marine Corps' Toys for Tots. They've been helping underprivileged children in communities to make sure that they have a gift under the tree for 25 years now. So it looks like these two are flipped. So you have Marines, Toys for Tots, and then Christmas tree globe balloons. So
yeah, and here they start coming pretty quickly through the parade route. But Toys for Tots is such an important organization that helps out so many people here in East Tennessee. This one specifically here in Sevier County, making sure that all kids get gifts under the tree this Christmas season.
Yeah, so critically important, especially when you can imagine that kids and families won't have presents under the tree. To watch the Marine Corps come out and work their tails off to make sure that folks can have it is so cool. This one, like you said, obviously for the Smoky Mountain District, but folks in Knoxville do this, folks in Morristown do this all throughout East Tennessee.
And you know, you see them around this time of the year, but also what's important to know is that they're working year-round to make this happen. Okay, so now we have Bearwise happening, and we've got a little Grinch theme here, which I love, but they're really here to make sure that people in the community are bear-wise. So of course, the bears, this is their home too, and really we've seen so many of those videos of bears right here in downtown Gatlinburg. They're just looking for food. You got to stay away from them, and it's really sad because if they get too close to humans, sometimes other actions have to be taken.
Yeah, and then when they start recognizing that they can get their food from humans, unfortunately we have to do TWRA specifically has to take drastic action, so you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Our next one is Incredible Tiny Homes for Heroes. Operation Vet Rescue is incredibly important. They build tiny homes to be able to make sure that our veterans, men and women, have homes to live in.
And they also worked really hard to make sure that people and veterans who lost their homes in the Hurricane Helene, the floods, they stepped in and gave several people homes who lost everything. So it's just the organizations like that are so important.
Yeah, so critically important. The next one is Logan Baker for County Clerk, and then Old Smoky Moonshine is the one after that. Now, I previewed this earlier in the show. If you've been with us at 7 o'clock, this one, Casey, has a pretty important member of a family on it.
Well, we're talking about the Sutton family, and everyone knows Popcorn Sutton.
Everybody does. If you don't, you should.
Right, which is associated with the legendary Moonshine. So this one features Pam Sutton, who is a member of the legendary Moonshine family. And of course, Old Smoky has several locations here in Sevier County, and they're known for the moonshine. You go in there, you taste some, you end up leaving with some.
You end up leaving with some, and I mean, they're just right down the way from us. There are so many, it's becoming what people do in Gatlinburg and what they know. But Popcorn Sutton, a very big player in the moonshine world, and so he's very well known. And Pam Sutton, a prominent member of his family, was a part of that.
Yes, and what I love about visiting the Old Smoky here in Gatlinburg is that they have the bluegrass music playing too, which is so fun.
So fun.
So it looks like this is Ober Mountain.
That feels appropriate to me.
Yeah, look at
the
that
Yeti
guy.
from
The
Ober.
Yeti. Oh, right, that makes sense. We showed you, it actually snowed at Ober this week, so they didn't have to, I mean, they did make their own snow, but the colder it is, the better for Ober Mountain.
And it's so cool because you can ski at Ober, you can snowboard, you can tube, but also in the summer, they've added mountain biking trails. So
Yes.
that's why that mountain bike is on there, because they're like, hey, look, people know us obviously for the snow that we're making and the money that we have pumped into doing that, but now you have mountain biking trails.
I know.
And when it's July and 105 out here, you can mountain bike safely right on down the road.
And here we have
looks like
the cradle
16, is that?
to the cross, Roaring Fork Baptist Church, where the youth and the children bring the nativity to life, pointing hearts from the cradle to the cross this Christmas. So, of course, we can't forget the real meaning of Christmas while we're all here.
Reason for the season.
The reason for the season. And this is Roaring Fork Baptist Church, making sure that we all remember that as we head through this Christmas holiday season.
And there are a handful of organizations and churches like that here coming up for just a little bit. I believe this one, the next that we should see, will be the Mountain Hope Good Shepherd Clinic. That's another look at Roaring Fork Baptist Church.
Wow, they've got a lot of people here.
Yeah, they do have a lot of people. They had a good-looking float, too, with the nativity and the cross.
Yeah, the nativity. And I think, oh, yeah. Is
yeah,
that one of the donkeys?
It's a sheep, I believe.
sheep.
Oh, that's good. And then here is the Mountain Hope Good Shepherd Clinic. They provide quality medical, dental, and behavioral health to uninsured people who live or work in Sevier County.
That is so important to have resources like that for people here in Sevier County and East Tennessee. The Mountain Hope Good Shepherd Clinic wants to make sure everyone's taken care of. They actually drive these vans around to have these clinics, so they come to the rural areas of East Tennessee to make sure that people are getting the health care that they sometimes otherwise wouldn't get if they weren't. This is the Hargrave Military Academy Pipe and Drum Corps. Let's take a listen. The Hargrave Military Academy from Virginia. This is the Highlanders Pipe and Drum Corps under the direction of retired Air Force Master Sergeant Tyler Selden.
Yeah, so good right there. And then the Sugarlands Distilling Company, stars of Discover's hit show Discovery's hit show Moonshiners, Mark Ramsey and Digger Mangs. I didn't know this until today. The two of them are from Cocke County.
Yeah.
So they are East Tennesseans at heart.
Oh yeah, no, they've been around East Tennessee there they are, for life.
Yeah, they were so cool to talk to, though. They were cracking jokes. They were a ton of fun. And just chatting with them reminded you of what's so great about East Tennessee. And they were a lot of fun. So good to chat with them.
They watched WVLT.
Hey,
by the way. Okay,
thank you, Mark and Digger. We appreciate you all so much.
We just saw a picture of it there. We've got the Sugarlands riding stables, and they are coming in with a big old horse there in the
How
back.
appropriate.
I mean, as they should. All lit up. That horse has like a nice mane to it.
Its mane is incredible. It's like blowing in the wind almost.
Okay, so these guys, if you didn't know, you can actually take a tour on the horses through parts of the Smokies.
Oh, really?
So they will take you, they'll take you on like a little hike through the Smokies right when you get into the park here at the end of the parkway. I've never done it, but it seems like a fun time.
Sounds like it's on the list now, the bucket list to do. Well,
yeah.
We don't want to start talking about bucket lists.
I've lived here for 14 years, so I got too much on the bucket list. All right.
Let's get down to Kyle again, as he's got a good view of 3 elf costumes rolling through the parkway now. Kyle.
Are you saying I'm not the elf? We are at the 50th anniversary of the parade, and you never know what you're going to see when you come to Gatlinburg. And now we've got elves coming down the parkway, and we've also got all the elves who are sitting on the side of the road waiting to see all of this come down. I love these costumes, though, when they are able to get that air in there. They kind of look funny looking when they walk down the street. And, of course, they have some folks who have to kind of guide them because sometimes it's hard to see around when you're doing that. But, of course, everyone waving to them, they're waving back. The lights even on the handlers of the costumes as the elves make their way down the parkway here in beautiful Gatlinburg.
This is just the beginning of the season for these elves. They've got a long way to go, making sure that Kyle you be part of the elves. That was impressive, athletic.
Yeah, he ducked out. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, the next one. You've been, if I believe this is, you've been up to the Sky Park, right?
It is incredible to get up there. It looks like Pink Jeep Tours. Pink Adventure Tours is where we are at right now. So Pink Jeep Tours, You can see the Smokies like you've never seen them before. Pop the top, go into the Smokies.
Whoa, look at that one.
And see, that's no Jeep.
That's not a Jeep, but that's cool.
But it's got the top popped.
Yeah, so I've actually passed these before as they're kind of going up the mountains and they
Can't
go
miss
up.
them with a pink.
Yeah, and they'll
Might
stop.
think they're a Mary Kay car for a second. They're like,
Mary
no.
Kay car. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, so you can actually drive up with these. They'll stop at the overpasses and they will show you all the best views here in Gatlinburg.
Ooh, what's this one? The Mountain Music Festival.
Ooh, okay. I would expect to hear some music on this float.
So they're coming August 21st through the 23rd. That's so cool as they look at that. The Mountain Music Festival, they're a classic rock extravaganza. 38 Special, Rick Springfield, Night Ranger, and so much more.
Oh, yeah.
Music, food, crafts, so much at the Gatlinburg Convention Center.
They're
Yeah,
ready to rock.
They're ready to rock.
The rock and roll market.
And they have a Yeti riding in a small Jeep right next to them. Look, right above Fantasy of Lights.
What are those smoke guns? Those are cool.
I could not be responsible for one of those. I would get myself.
Yeah, we're
in
not gonna.
a
Yeah, that's why they
lot
put us up top. That's
of
why they did
trouble.
that. All right, up next, let's see the next float coming down. We've got the Studio C School of Dance and Productions, dedicated to performing. They've been at the Macy's Day Parade. They're from Davenport, Florida, and they've been in Dolly's Homecoming Parade twice. Orange Bowl halftime show, so many more. They said they're thrilled to return to Gatlinburg.
The Orange Bowl halftime show.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
that is well. I mean, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Correct. That's really cool too. But when you say the Orange Bowl, we're talking
The football, I know.
Yeah.
I should have known that was the part that was going to catch your eye.
But like 3 times at the Macy's, that not to backtrack and make. But
Right, no, yeah.
thrice.
And, you know, we talked about people this isn't just an East Tennessee Gatlinburg parade. These people are from all over. The organizers told us earlier today that they had over 100 applicants, so not everyone gets in.
Not everyone gets in, but you know who did get in? The Tennessee Valley Mustang Club. They're dedicated to the preservation and enjoyment of the Mustang, the American muscle car. Shelby Automotive's 1964 and a half to the current year. The club also supports charities and promotes mutual support of all car clubs across East Tennessee. And you know, Sevier County is like the car mecca
Oh, yeah.
of America. Impressive to watch them come through, but there's
some of these engines.
some Mustangs, and you can hear them rev as they roll through.
Okay, so we saw the prep for this float. This is the Ripley's Aquarium float, and look at how it turned out. This is gorgeous.
That is beautiful. A lot of greenery.
It's snowing. The
Next
float's
year,
snowing.
next year I challenge them to put a fish bowl on there and have some real aquarium living beings. What's the word I'm looking for?
You want some real life fish.
Yes, I do.
Frosty's looking great.
Frosty is looking great. Do you want to know a really big kid thing and something that I'm gonna love? Because they're honking the horn. This Clinton Highway towing. Listen to that thing go.
Wow. Hey, look at that too. And they decked out their tow truck.
And look, I mean, tell me about Clinton Highway towing. Man, my dad, he works in the trucking industry, so I have always loved trucks.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I would say.
Trucks,
I mean,
planes, and
forever.
so cool.
Okay, so actually, I went up to Anakeesta for the first time with my family for Thanksgiving holiday, and it is so pretty up there. Some of the best views in Gatlinburg. It's tucked right here in the heart of the Smoky Mountains in Gatlinburg. And they've won several awards for their Mountaintop Adventure Park. They're known for the views, the unique dining, the shopping, unforgettable experiences. They have a skywalk that you can walk through, and Astra Lumina, which is decked out right now for Christmas. It's really beautiful. Anakeesta is also known for some of the best live entertainment, and the Ridge Rambler truck. So this is another option to get up to. And let me tell you,
Does it shake that much when you go up in it?
well, kind of. We took it on the way down, and they're not messing around. I mean, they're very skilled drivers, but they were going around these curves, and we were like, woo! We thought we were like on a roller coaster. It was fun.
Oh, that's so cool. And it's just another great thing about East Tennessee. So next up is Wildside. Get ready for an adventure as Wildside rolls into the parade. Wildside is home to America's longest zip line, stretching more than 1.1 miles in length. So cool to see.
Yeah, and that is one of the things that really this area capitalizes on, are these like adventures, these zip lines, because you get such beautiful views with these attractions.
And it's so cool too because look, there are so many ways you can see East Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains, and to do that on a zip line, a mile, more than a mile.
Oh, it's stunning. All right, Pride of the Tribe Marching Band.
We are moving right along here under the direction of Jonathan Elliott. This is their 5th year marching in the Fantasy of Lights Christmas Parade. Are we able to go down to street level and take a listen to the Pride of the Tribe Marching Band? Let's take a listen. You know, they've been going, again, we're at the end of the parade route, and so they're probably a little gassed by now, but we do get the drum line. Great movie, by the way. But to be able to check out the drum line from Oneida High School and the Pride of the Tribe Marching Band, so cool. And look, when you're talking high school football time, attention is always on the field, but there is a group of very dedicated students who are on the blacktop in the parking lot.
Oh.
Just working their tails off throughout the summer. They're doing two-a-days, and these marching band kids, they're so incredible, the talent that they have.
They absolutely are, and you know, it takes a certain level of coordination to be able to play an instrument, many by memory, and then also make sure that you're getting your march right as you're going through. So these parades are so fun. Honestly, the bands are my favorite part.
And it's, again, you have to enter to be in this parade. And so for them to be able to pick you, they're putting a lot of faith in you being able to march and play your instrument all at the same time. And Pride of the Tribe knocking it out of the park right now.
We got more snow coming down the parkway as we take a look at, it looks like, is this the Moonshine Mountain Coaster?
I believe
it looks like it is. So this one, also very impressive. And you've got the lights, the snow. I'm impressed by these floats that have the snow going. This is impressive.
Too. It looks like bubbles. One, we might, depending, we might get a couple up here, Case. You might be able to catch a bubble.
I've seen a few catch a bubble. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so if
your fingertip, just
if you're wondering where this is, they are on the Parkway at traffic light number 2 in Gatlinburg, and this was the first mountain coaster. There's several now here in Sevier County, but this was the very first one.
And the mountain coaster is literally what it sounds like. They take you up the mountain and then you slide right down it. And in East Tennessee, at any point, you might be able to catch it.
Yeah.
A bear.
Yes, I've seen that.
While you're riding down.
Yes.
A little terrifying. How about we go street level as Myron Mixon rolls to Kyle Granger, who's been able actually to check out Myron Mixon. Kyle, what do you think of his food?
Barbecue master, he is himself, Myron Mixon. Hello! He's on the float. He's been a part of the parade here for the past couple of years, now with his restaurant in Gatlinburg. And of course, the crowd just as excited for that, and all of the other units that are still coming down. You know, we're not even halfway through just yet, but this crowd, guys, still very energetic.
Oh yeah, the Rusty Bus is what we just saw. The owner saw a need during COVID to help people get talking around the RV parks, and then they just wanted to continue that on. So that's what we're taking a look there. But I think you were talking about National Lampoon's Truckster.
Well, if you ask me, if we're getting down to like, what's the greatest Christmas movie?
Oh, that, okay.
I think I don't think I am 100% going Christmas Vacation. So this is the family Truckster. It's owned and built by McQuaid Automotive out of Ashland, Kentucky. That's right on the Ohio. As far east in Kentucky you can go if you're not in Pike County. It's a replica built from the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, of course, starring Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. And I already told my wife, Sydney, that she needs to be ready over the next couple of days. It's time to watch Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, this is going to be, you know, I've actually seen this kind of driving around Knoxville before. People stop and take pictures, and it's just nostalgic.
This one, I believe, is Muchacho Alegre Mexican restaurant. Look, we had a really good meal a little while ago.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie. I could go for some chips and salsa right about
I
now.
know, yes, absolutely.
There's not many times I would ever look at you and say, I don't think I could go for some chips and salsa right now.
And that's a good point. You're not going wrong if you got some chips and salsa. But yeah, they say that they are known for their authentic Mexican flavors. They've got vibrant decor in their restaurant and family-friendly vibes. They say their flow is a fiesta on wheels. Feliz Navidad.
Little Miss
What's
Cosmos pageant. Little Miss Cosmos celebrate more than just beauty. They seek to find young stars who embody a blend of radiance, charm, and charisma. They have a 2026 pageant coming up. You can find that at littlemisscosmos.com.
Oh, look at their beautiful tiaras and their outfits, and they're all bundled up. They look wonderful.
Chilly day to be rolling on the back of a Corvette.
Oh, but they look great. I bet they're having a good time.
They probably got the heater on by their toes, which we don't, so my toes are a little cold. But
Hey, that's
Case,
great.
we've been talking about that. It's really cool. They have the wave down perfect. We
Yes,
can work
I hear
on
it's
mine.
like an elbow, wrist, is what I was told one time by my grandmother who had experience in this. So,
Okay.
yes, there you go. All right, we've got another band. This is White County High School Warrior Marching Band, the pride of the White County High School. This is in
Third
Spartus,
gingerbread
Mississippi.
spotted.
There he is. I'm so glad that
Better
he's
hustle
okay.
back to get to the other
Yeah,
two.
I can't imagine that you can move too quickly in those. But hey, now he's part of the band. Now he's the gingerbread band of the White
Maybe
County High
conducting,
School.
you know, like they do after Tennessee games when you win. Maybe like the quarterbacks.
Oh,
you know,
the
Peyton
gingerbread.
started
It
that.
just, you know, he kind of just blends in. It's okay. Hey, let's take a listen to the band. You think they're going to play?
I hope so. White County, what you got for us?
Next was the Little Miss Cosmos pageant.
Hey, White County band's got it going on, and that third gingerbread's getting his airtime, her airtime, their airtime. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you can kind of stop. If you get too far behind, it's too late.
I guess.
That's all right. It's okay. It's Christmas.
The
Okay.
next one, Dirt Cheap Hauling and Services. Rolled in from South Carolina, a truckload of Christmas cheer. The Dirt Cheap crew serves the entire Palmetto State with top-notch site services, including hauling and heavy equipment work.
Look at this.
And, hey, they're bringing the heat with this.
I don't even want to get into all the, you know, the outlets for that, how you light it all up, but that is impressive. I mean,
Oh, and
if
it's
you-
got the little eyes at the front of the truck. Check that out.
If you got a big rig, you might as well take it to a parade.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
you
say.
gotta go. You gotta heavy haul that thing, and I'm not. Hey,
There
Dirt
you-
Cheap Hauling and Services has got one heck of a float right there.
And look at the snow, the confetti snow. We're gonna get some of that up here. Happy holidays, get it? H-A-U-L.
Get out of here.
I guess it's not a joke if I have to spell it out for you, but pretty cool. Happy holidays.
Hey, spell it out. There's no problem with that. That's impressive.
So we've got more Jeeps, believe it or not, and some Broncos here, and it's all part of Team Patience. What's different from this group of Jeeps and Broncos is it's a community organization. It's based to help others. So they get together because of their likeness of Jeeps and Broncos, but then they also see what they can do for the community and what areas need help, and they step in for that.
When you bring a bunch of people together like these Jeep groups do, these Broncos group do, the truck, the Mustang, all that stuff, it's really cool not just to have that fellowship and that friendship, but also to be able to benefit something really cool like folks in your community who need it. And so why not use the platform that you have to benefit folks? But again, we were talking about Jeeps having a lot of
Yes.
area to decorate. Broncos also do too.
Broncos making a comeback, of course. You remember the old Broncos. It's hard to find those, but those are really cool now that you see them. With the new ones are cool too. But
My mom just got a Bronco because when she
Really?
was growing up, her dad had a Bronco, and so it was a bit of nostalgia for her.
look at the wheels on that one. That is a Jeep truck.
They need playing Riding Dirty.
How do you get in? How do you get in those?
Teleport. Somebody lifts you up, you jump.
I would need a lift. Yeah, I need an elevator. Help me on up.
Yeah, those are some. I would like to know if Kyle can hear me. Find out how big those rims are, because
Yeah, just go.
might need that on a couple of our. Might need that in a couple of our station cars to be rolling through town. You won't be able to miss us.
You want me to ask him?
I don't know why, Casey. I keep on getting the pageant reads. There must be a theme
Hey,
here.
I like it.
You are looking at Miss Gatlinburg, Miss Smoky Mountain Scholarship Program. So the young women aboard this will compete for Miss Tennessee in June of 2026. The scholarships then are used to provide continued education for the young women who take a part in Miss Gatlinburg and Miss Smoky Mountain.
All right, you know the story of the Hatfield and McCoys. Well, now you can go to a dinner and just relive the whole disaster. It's called a Disaster Dinner Feud, bringing the two famous feuding families together for a night of fun, food, and entertainment. They say it's guaranteed to make you feel better about spending the holidays with your in-laws.
Did you ever watch Hatfield and McCoy's on History Channel?
Yes.
Oh, that was so good. Documentaries like that, easy to get Will Puckett to sit down for a little bit and watch some television.
I also need to just say, in case my in-laws are watching, that was part of the script. I love my in-laws, so this is not relatable.
Why are you winking at me?
I'm not winking. That is not what's happening.
Uh-huh, Casey, we got it.
Have you ever been to one of these dinner shows before? They're pretty fun.
I have not, actually.
You need to.
It needs to be on the list of
Yeah.
things to do.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
But you talk, I mean, I've been here for 5.5 years, and there's, much like you were talking about your list of double that time, it's been like, yeah, I got stuff on my list of 5.5 years that I still need to do.
Right. All right, hey, let's go down to Kyle Granger, who's talking about his list. He's done everything. But Kyle, how's it looking down there?
It is looking pretty good. We just had a pirate ride by for the Pirates Voyage. Someone from the Hatfield said, I'm going to see you on Tuesday because I'm scheduled to go on Tuesday to interview them about their show and get some stuff on the news on WVLT. So we'll be there on Tuesday learning about not only the Hatfields and McCoys, but Pirates Voyage. And don't forget about the Stampede as well. All of Dolly's entertainment venues in Pigeon Forge and, of course, Sevier County always supporting these events as well. We've got a little lull before the next before the next float comes down the road. We are looking at how that entertainment just changes. You know, you might think some of these folks are professional entertainers as well, the way they've come out, they put their smile on, they've got their music, and yes, they've got their floats all decked out as well, guys.
You're taking a look at Old Red, and you know what's really cool? That's Blake Shelton's kind of bar and restaurant, originally in Nashville, now
then
coming.
his one on Broadway.
Yes.
It's actually a key to that. We want you to come to Gatlinburg, but Old Red and Broadway is one of the best ones to go to.
Yes.
Because it's on the opposite side of the one everybody wants to go to. So you go into that Old Red and you're like, oh, I get to finally a little space, and their music is really good. And so they took that and said, you want to know what?
Yep.
Let's put it in Gatlinburg and check it out there. And so you can hear a little bit of their music as they roll past us. Run, run, Rudolph. All right. Let's get to another band, Carter High, Pride of the Plains Marching Band. They're from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, just east of downtown Knoxville. It's the Carter High Pride of the Plains Marching Band. And they, Casey, dressed to the nines.
Look at this. I love this. They really organized this together. So you've got candy canes for the majorettes. That is creative. And then we've got the band coming. And we'll let you listen to them.
I need that guy's suit. That is a
oh, it lights
heavy
up.
hitter
That's
right there.
Awesome.
As they get closer. Ooh, they also have their tubas decorated. That's what you like. All right, now I will shut up so you all can take a listen to the Carter High School Pride of the Plains Marching Band. In a winter wonderland. Don't you love that?
Yeah. Okay, behind them, we have the Sevier County Electric System. Now, these electric companies really, we could not survive without them.
Quite literally, yes.
Yes, and they also, covering Hurricane Helene in this area, so many of these electric companies, these linemen were working so hard, putting themselves in dangerous situations to make sure that they got the lights back on. And that happens here in Sevier County anytime there's storms, things like that. These guys are leaving their families at home to come and make sure that they can get the power back on for so many people. So hats off to them. Merry Christmas to them, and thanks for all you do.
And they're crossing their fingers right now, hoping that the meteorologists dial up a very tame winter.
Oh, yes.
Because when winter rolls through, it gets snowy, maybe icy. They're working double time. But they've got, hey, look at their bucket truck all nice and decked out in the lights.
You would hope that the electric company would have some.
It would be one heck of a missed opportunity, Casey Willis, if they did not have the lights turned on their bucket truck. That's a good. Oh, and they got one of the minions on top.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so good. Really good stuff right there.
So the next one is the Nantahala Outdoor Center. You can join them on a wide range of outdoor adventure for any ability level. They say they have outdoor skills with their paddling and solo Southeast training schools, so you can really get all kinds of different things there. Access to the best adventure gear at their Gatlinburg store.
Yeah, that's really good stuff right there. Next on the group, we're going to go back here, one to Hills Creek Baptist Church. They want everyone to remember the reason for the season is our Lord and Savior, and that salvation is the greatest gift of all. Again, Case, we've already said it, but when it comes to Christmas, you got to think of the first letters that start off with Christmas.
Yeah, you want to remember the reason for the season. And this is definitely Hills Creek Church's float, reminding us of all of that as they head down the parkway. It says the joy in Christmas, not the presents, but the presence of Him.
And they've got a whole host. Now we go back to the Nantahala Outdoor Center, though, as we get to enjoy their float. So much, again, just getting outdoors and enjoying what the Smoky Mountains in East Tennessee have to offer.
You're a car guy.
I mean, I'm a dude. I can appreciate a cool car. So you're going to see, oh, that's a Lambo.
Look at that.
With the butterfly doors. Look at that.
With
right now, you're
interesting print.
Speedworks Exotic Car Experience. They're located right here on the Parkway next to Old Red. 14 rare exotic cars on property at all times. You can drive the full motion simulators.
Cool.
And you can sit inside the Lambo for a picture. But no, you cannot take this on the Dragon and just go beat bopping around. That might have actually been a McLaren at the front. But anyways, nonetheless, just
I don't know the difference,
beat
but
bopping.
I know they're nice cars.
Let me tell you, there is a difference, and I wanted to make sure that I corrected myself because there will be someone who says, Will doesn't know his cars. Hey, you can sit in a simulator and have a little fun like you're going down the Dragon.
Okay, let's take a look at this next float coming down the Parkway. It's called the Our Little Miss Incorporated, founded in 1962. It was the first international children's beauty and talent competition. Based out of Baton Rouge, this pageant system reaches contestants around the globe, and competitions are held yearly, awarding young ladies thousands of dollars in scholarships to help them further their education.
Yeah, so cool. And it helps, too, that look, everybody's like pageant, but these winning pageants, you get money for that goes towards your education, and that's what's so important is when you support it, you can support these young women going on to continue education and do so many great things that the pageant just becomes a small part in their larger story.
And you make a lot of connections. There's a lot of people who make connections through that, and so the pageantry is really important for a lot of those girls. So good luck to all of them as they compete on to the next level, hopefully get some of those scholarships.
Coming to East Tennessee from Baton Rouge.
I know.
They just had somebody else go to Baton Rouge from East Tennessee. Lane Kiffin. But we're not here to talk about that. Kyle. No more football talk, but Kyle, he just met somebody from Nashville.
I know.
How many people have you met from out of town, Kyle, and what's the governor of Sevier County telling them?
Hey, I'm telling them welcome to Gatlinburg because this is the place to be tonight with all the folks in town. Had someone over here from Florida. We've got Nashville. We've got South Carolina, North Carolina. You know what? We could probably get most of the Southeast, and with 100,000 people in town, probably get closer to much of the entire country. I've met some folks before that have come from overseas and different places to be a part of this. You can see the crowd. Look at how they are over there. We're not going to forget about you guys across the street. wave to the TV cameras and say hello to everyone. They did it right when they brought their blankets out here. But, you were talking about some of the cold air earlier in winter with Christmas lights in Sevier County when the electric system came through. And, of course, the running joke around here is this is when our power bills go up. But, yours go up in Knoxville as well during the winter season. Of course, the electric system does a wonderful job to get the lights back on efficiently when we have some of those winter storms that come through the area as well, guys.
Yeah, it's so cool. Do you want to know what else is cool?
I
Big green tractors. And that's what's rolling down the parkway, coming to us here in just a little bit. That is Jason Aldean's tractor. It's the Jason Aldean's Kitchen and Rooftop Bar, located in the heart of G-Burg, right here on the parkway.
And that's another Nashville-based restaurant making a second location in Gatlinburg.
And it's just, there's no shortage of places to eat down here too.
Yes.
So many spots to eat, but there's something American about a John Deere tractor.
Okay, so Jason Aldean's, the Kitchen and Rooftop Bar, actually has some great live music, just like Old Red and some of the other places here in Gatlinburg. So it's kind of giving you a different vibe if you are into live music, which who isn't? And so it's a really good opportunity to kind of check that out. So yeah, this is a cool flow, decorating the tractor.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity. And what's also interesting, too, about Old Red and Jason Aldean's? They're new within the past, 2, 3, 4 years?
I would say so, yes.
And
yeah.
so it shows just how important this region has become to folks who like to sit in the state's capital in Nashville, but know that,
yes,
hey, we got it going on in the Smokies, too.
Yeah, we do got it going on in the Smokies. All right, so I said earlier that we were about halfway through, but now we're actually halfway through because
we have hit the halfway point?
Yes, because there's over 100 floats. So this
dog.
is exciting, I know. And the crowd is still a big crowd out there. We've still got maybe like 3 or 4 rows of people.
Yeah, I
as you
haven't seen
head
a
down
soul
the parkway.
leave.
No, you're not going to be able to.
I think
at
we're
this
adding
point.
people at this stage.
I think so, too. A lot of people coming out of their dinner plans and just grabbing a spot on the parkway to see what's next.
That's the best.
I hear some horns.
Big horn.
That's the fun part too, because sometimes there's a little bit of a lull, there's a space out, and then you get some big truck in here just making sure everyone's awake.
It's also cool, though, because we have our cheat sheet, but if you're down at street level, you don't know what's coming. You just get to see that. So this is still Jason Aldean's. They got a little bit of a separation. It was funny because we were rolling there for a little bit. There was one after another, and I was like, oh, my goodness, I can't keep track.
Up, keep going,
But now they're slowing down. They were like, oh, we're watching this on the CW on our phone, on the WVLT News app, and they're like, hey, that Will Puck is struggling. We got to slow down for him.
You want to listen in?
Find the bottom of the bottle's always dry. When you pour.
All right, a good little Chris Stapleton cover there as you head down the parkway. We've got another high school marching band coming. This is Hart County High School Bulldog Marching Band. They're from Hartwell, Georgia. Their 5th time in tonight's parade. The band has performed in Orlando, Florida, New York City, Honolulu, Hawaii, and London, England.
They went over the pond to check it out. That is really impressive to perform, but they're coming to East Tennessee from Georgia. And it's also like, they're like, hey, we played in London, but they go, no, we want to submit to be in the Gatlinburg Christmas Parade.
Yes.
So we're going to go do that.
Yeah, and this is really neat. They are obviously, when you go all around the world, then you're just a few hours. We talk about how Gatlinburg is so accessible to so many different states. This is one example of that.
Just hop right on 75 and come up from Georgia, and then you can be in here. You can work your way through, or you can come all the way through town in Knoxville and then go down that way. But it's so impressive to watch these. We can't say enough about these bands.
Yes.
As my IFB ear is that way, but take a break and let's go ahead and go down to street level here in just a second and take a listen to the Hart County High School Bulldog Marching Band. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there from the drum line of the Hart County High School Bulldog Marching Band as they start to play their Christmas music as they get right here by the convention center. Reminder, we are towards the end of the parade route, and so probably a little bit of exhaustion gas has been used up, if you will. They don't have any water with them. They don't have any coffee or tea like we have here on set, so sorry for them. But the next group rolling through, Blue Mountain Refrigerator Repair. They service Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville. Hey,
That's important.
your fridge is broke, no matter rain, sleet, snow, or bear, they're going to come and make sure that your food's staying cold and that you can keep that milk nice and ready to drink.
All right, up next you have the Redneck Comedy Bus with a special famous brand of country comedy coupled with sightseeing, and they say local history. It's a tour like none of the others here in Sevier County. So that bus looks like a lot of fun. Let me just tell you that.
It's a hoot. I bet there are some good jokes being had inside that bus.
Oh yeah.
But you can't see a lot of the bus because it's in camo, so you can only see the lights.
Right. So that's right.
They were smart.
Why they had to.
How about the mysterious mansion up next? If you're not one for scares, might be a time to take a break and run to the fridge real fast. This holiday season, Gatlinburg's mysterious mansion will be haunting the halls with their special holiday presentation, Slashins Through the Snow, all
gosh.
December long at 424 River Road in Gatlinburg.
Okay, so we've had Jeeps, we've had Broncos. Now we have the Worldwide Hummers, a family-oriented club that loves adventures, off-road mountain rides, car shows. This place is known for car shows. And most favorite of all is the Gatlinburg Fantasy of Lights Parade, which we are at right now. Are those snow bubbles?
The snow bubbles, I'm telling you, Casey.
Wow, that is so impressive.
They're still down the ways from us a little bit. They might
make their way up here.
They are some floating bubbles. This is the modern truckster, Samantha and William Ward, out of Athalia, Ohio. So they came down I-75 to come and be a part of this.
Let's look at this, the mules and carriage. This is pretty cool. John and Darlene Helton with their mules. They're named Dolly and Jolene, spreading some Christmas cheer in their cowboy Cadillac float as they head down the parkway.
Next is the Gatlinburg Tattoo Company. They've got the old-fashioned car back there. That's pretty cool. Oh,
and they're honking.
Tell them
They're saying, let's get going.
Let's get moving. As we wait for the Lawrenceburg County High School band to get to us, they are, again, you'll hear a lot of the drum line before, and then they'll usually get the rest of the band set up. So as they have, there we go, let's listen in.
Operation Vet Rescue. It's such an important organization.
Yeah, it transforms the lives of homeless veterans through housing, care, and community. Look, you talk about housing insecurity these days, and unfortunately, a large portion of those who are housing insecure are men and women who have served our country. And so to watch oftentimes people who have served in their ranks reach out, but also every single one of us, look, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the men and women who have served. And so to see people reach out and help those who have helped us be able to live the lives that we live, you can't say thank you enough to them, and good job. And it's so cool to see. And look, we have QR codes where you can download our app. Those QR codes you see on your screen right now, you can make a donation to Operation Vet Rescue and really, truly make a difference.
Smoky Mountain Jeep Tours, chaired by local entertainers, Elvis and Dolly. They provide family and group-friendly Jeep tours. They can take up to 12 people in our area in the Smoky Mountains National Park. So there you go.
Yeah, that's so cool, just being able to go right around the Smokies in
the
back of the Jeep.
It's like a double-decker Jeep. That sounds fun.
Not one level Jeep, but two. I believe we're at D-Man's Kit Replica Rental, complete replica of the 80s hit TV show series Knight Rider. It's available for rent at dmanskit.com. gatlinburg.com.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Up next, we have the Tennessee and North Carolina Cinderella Scholarship Pageant, the world's largest youth development program of its kind, offering thousands of scholarships throughout the world and celebrating 50 years.
What about a little Margaritaville? It's their Gatlinburg
I thought you were going to
resort.
break out in song.
I wanted to, and then I thought otherwise, just out of pure respect for the man that is
Yes.
behind Margaritaville.
Yes, yes.
Look, he's helping the Grinch celebrate his best Christmas ever, kicking back in paradise here in the Smokies and enjoying all of his Whoville friends. That's so good right there.
That is a good float. Love the creativity there. You know, when you're sitting out here in 41-degree weather, sometimes you want to be on a beach somewhere.
You want to be wasting away in Margaritaville.
Yes, 5 o'clock somewhere.
How about Tough Shed Home Depot? Home Depot and the nationwide partner and their nationwide partner, Tough Shed. They design, manufacture, and install prefabbed storage buildings and garages. Every Home Depot in the country provides tough sheds.
It's a good one. The Christmas season at Skyland Ranch is the place to be. Their Festival of Lights shine bright. They have 1 million Christmas lights, and you can take a ride on the only skylift in the Smokies with its very own Christmas light show. They say it's a magical experience. Skyland also has 4 brand new holiday events this year. The Jingle Bell Jamboree. It's a Christmas adventure for kids 12 and under. The Holly Jolly Musical Light Show. They said it's music synced celebration of lights. The Peppermint Mountain Projection Show. It's a fun and cheerful holiday projection experience, plus the very merry late show.
Casey, we have a heavy hitter here, Miss North Carolina.
Yes, Miss North Carolina Teen USA. This is Caroline. She said, this says that she's a shining example of leadership, confidence, and service.
Yeah, so cool. Academic excellence, volunteerism, compassionate outreach. She represents Miss USA and Miss Teen USA organization. So cool to see. But hey, how about another marching band? Good Hope High School, the Raider Band. This is the first year they've been in the Gatlinburg Christmas Parade, but hey, it's the first year and it's the 50th year.
High School Raider Band. This is their first year performing in Gatlinburg Christmas Parade. Also celebrating their 50th anniversary.
Oh, that one
was
was
good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Like the drum line. That was
Saved-
fun.
Yeah, they saved the best of their set for last.
Oh, and
Here
look at the
is
main
the
event.
big man himself.
There he is. It's Santa.
Santa Claus. Oh, it's so cool.
Wow.
There are his reindeer. Rudolph right there in front, and then Santa leading him. Can you imagine being a kid down there right now?
Oh my gosh. Yes, and look, and Santa, this is his busy time of the year, right? But he wants to make sure that he's out here to see the boys and girls because he is watching who's on the naughty and who's on the nice list, and he knows.
And they've told us that he doesn't have his real reindeer with him because they get spooked by all the lights and sirens.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
so they just have a group of not real ones, but this is Santa, and then his other reindeer are safe and sound, so they're not spooked.
Yes, and behind Santa are some of the fire department. This was such a wonderful night, and I'm glad that everyone came out. I'm glad that the weather cooperated, and it was so fun to host this with you. And Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching WVLT and letting us be a part of your holidays.
Yeah, an absolute joy to do this with you, a joy to see all the smile on everyone's face with Kyle down there. It is now, it has been, but is officially Christmas time in East Tennessee. If you're watching this, wherever you are, come to East Tennessee, come to Gatlinburg for Christmas, and enjoy every second.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching the 50th anniversary of the Gatlinburg Fantasy of Lights Christmas Parade. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Crossville, Deer Lodge, Wartburg, 65 for Huntsville, 65 in Middlesboro, over to Maynardville, 64 Morristown, Rogersville, and over into the Smokies, 66 Newport to 67 for Gatlinburg. Now, Christmas Eve, Santa might need a glass of water to go along with that cold milk because it's going to be a nice warm evening.